back above 1,000. Now, within the hour, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi applauded the cuts, but warned that Congress may need to go back into session to pass an economic stimulus package worth nearly $150 billion, so stimulus part deux. And any minute now, we are going to hear from Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson. G7 finance ministers will meet in Washington on Friday. Not really sure what's left for them to do after they all cut rates today, but they'll probably find something to do, Nicole, because they keep coming up with all kinds of creative ideas. But down at the NYSE, they're liking this, right?
They are. Well, I can tell you right now, we are to the upside. We still have a plus tick here. We are up 72 points here on Wall Street.
More on that G7 meeting that's going to be happening on Friday. Remember that day?
Yes, and we had that number.
13 minutes before that bell rings. Sorry to say, we're down now 48 points. If you're smart people, we're so glad you're watching. It's LizBiz at foxbusiness.com. You chose that email address. Remember that? We let you choose it. Dow Jones Industrial is down 62 points. Our next guest says the single biggest factor weighing in on the markets right now is confidence. And, we just heard Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson talking about getting that back. Joining us now is full of wild swings is coming to an end, but the business day, of course, continues. And here's what's coming up on Bulls and Bears.
A major global rate cut engineered by Ben Bernanke.
And, of course, the economy right now.
Joining us to talk about all of it is Steve Forbes, editor-in-chief of Forbes magazine and the superstar of Forbes on Fox on the Fox News channel. Good to see you, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Good to see you, David, super host.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So, look, we heard from Paulson moments ago. The Treasury and the Federal Reserve have been acting in tandem on a lot of different fronts. They have been separated historically for a good reason. Is there a danger? To our Bulls and Bears panel, we have Bob O'Brien. Does the Fed and the Treasury do next?
The Fed was wrong on many levels, but I am pretty impressed by all that's been happening, but it makes you wonder where they're getting the money. In the meantime, very wild market swings, steep sell-offs, sometimes even on what seems like good news.
And everybody is asking where the bottom is. Our next guest has plenty of thoughts on that. He is Mark Arbiter. He is Chief Technical Strategist for Standard & Poor's. Still ahead today on Bulls and Bears. We're watching Liz Claman and Closing Bell. You saw Secretary Paulson addressing the economic crisis just a few moments ago. You saw it here live on FBN.
Peter Barnes was right there.
By the way, we are looking today at the lowest close since August 11th, 2003. Certainly raised my eyebrows. Senator John McCain has raised a lot of eyebrows with a new plan to address the ongoing housing crisis.
Fox News' Major Garrett.